Hey, it's Mission Man. I'm about halfway through my first European and UK tour, and so I wanted to give you a 1 month update. It has been a wild, amazing experience. Also, a whole lot of logistics, a whole lot of doing things I never thought I'd do, and a whole lot of just fun, and a whole lot of debt that I'm accruing. But we'll get to that as part of the financial breakdown of it. Most of this is just going to be about the good times. I want to do the financial breakdown just for my own personal reference and for anybody who's curious about what it costs to actually tour as a solo artist, whether or not you're thinking about doing your own first UK tour. Okay. I'm just going to narrate over existing video footage that I have because the official music video here for Move the World really shows a lot of the great experiences I had or that I've had so far. You know, starting in Italy, this is the East Pier at Dunleary, and that's mainly been, my biggest takeaway from the tour is getting to have these amazing experiences. Obviously, there are costs involved with touring, so I'll get into that now. I'll start with the top line. The 5 shirts sold, 5 CDs sold, $115 in online tips, show receipts of about $44. Plus, I sold a tour shirt online to somebody in Dublin. That's a subtotal of $322 in music-related income. That's technically on 2 open stages, 9 open mic nights, and 4 full shows. But realistically, 3 full shows and 1 open mic. There's a 4th full show that I had that I actually lost $41 on. Because after the £150 to rent the venue and roughly £140 to rent drums as a backline for the 2 opening bands, we each ended up losing about $41. I do want to give an extra special thanks to Chase Nova Band and the sound engineer from that night. Chase Nova Band for buying 3 of my shirts to help pay for that sound engineer, and the sound engineer for reducing his fee to help me out with my tour expenses. I truly, truly appreciate it. So with all that being said, I made $189 in music-related profit on 4 full shows and 1 open mic, as well as from people tipping online. So yay! There is definitely some good news there, depending on how you look at things. Then you look at other expenses. Airbnb, $13.93 for the month, $45 per day. Buses have been running about $25 a day. Some of those have been intercity, but about $5 a day of that is riding it locally. Food has been about $25 per day. It was cheaper in Italy than it was in Ireland or the UK. And so that's $95 a day to cover the absolute basics. I probably also have about $1,200 in various other expenses like my car payment, car insurance, cell phone, credit cards, etc. That makes it then about $135 a day to cover absolutely everything. If I can hit that on a daily basis consistently, I can continuously tour, and I think that would translate both in America and overseas. And then, of course, there was the round-trip flight to get out here, which I got lucky. It was only $461 because I bought it in shoulder season far enough in advance. I had some localish flights, Italy to Dublin, Dublin to London, and London to Basel, Switzerland. Total of about $230 in flights while I've been over here. Obviously, the longer you're out here, the more you can kind of amortize those costs, if you will. $700 worth of flights over 66 days is only about $10.50 per day. And that's a large part of why I decided to go on such a long tour. I was also hoping to book more shows while I was out here. I was hoping to get more shows booked before I left. So I planned it for a long time. Things just didn't work out exactly how I thought. But there are good things to take away, and obviously there are some absolutely incredible experiences that I've had as well. You can watch a bunch of the shorts on my channel for the kind of daily updates about things that have happened on a daily basis. I've also now recorded 2 music videos while out here. In addition to Move the World, this is the official music video for Highly Irregular, which shows more of the irregular things that I've seen on tour. And as I'm recording this voiceover audio, I have to keep pausing because I've had a cough for like 4 weeks now, and I can't seem to get rid of it because every day out here is cold, and the Airbnbs tend to be cold as well, so I just haven't had a chance to get over the cough. Hopefully I will soon. One last thing I want to mention with income. The other income that I've been trying to generate is voiceover income, and that has generated $223 worth of income so far, including one $50 video editing project. With the tour being half over, I'm a lot more confident about the rest of the tour financially than I am about what has happened so far, because it is building. And beyond the financials, I'm just excited to continue to experience some amazing things. I've relaxed a little bit more about the financials and just accepted that there's going to be some debt involved and a huge learning experience. And I can take what I've learned from this experience apply it towards touring in the future, and hopefully return to the UK and Europe for more touring at some point. I also hope to tour the US and Canada more often as well. Probably not in January because it is quite cold, but once it warms up, if I can generate that income and continue to have some demand for my music, I will definitely go out there and tour as often as I possibly can. And I still have 4 remaining full shows. New Year's Eve in Winterthur, Switzerland at Theater am Gleis, the 2nd of January in Berlin at Artliners, the 7th of January in Vienna at Coco Bar, and the 14th of January in Amsterdam at De Nieuwe Anita. So if you know anybody in those 4 cities, please definitely let them know that I'll be coming to perform that way. And if you'd like to help support the tour, you can go to missionman.net/tip or missionman.net/Europe to buy a shirt. And the rest of this will just be mentioning some of my favorite moments on tour. This is definitely one of them. This is Three Cliffs Bay in Wales, outside of Swansea. I've also incredibly enjoyed Edinburgh, Galway, Cork, and several other places. You can get more details on those in the shorts videos that I've posted. The official music video for Highly Irregular will be out on the 26th of December, Boxing Day, or the day after Christmas. And regardless of the financials, it's 100% been worth it to come out here and perform in Dublin and Galway and Swansea for a longtime fan on YouTube and the incredible city of Edinburgh. A lot of the footage in this video was on a walk from St. Bernard's Well through following a stream in Edinburgh to the Modern Art Museum. I think it's called Modern One. That's this path right here. I suspect that I'll do just about as many open mic nights from here on out as I've done so far, which is about every other day. And the rest of my updates for the tour will probably just be in shorts version, aside from one wrap-up tour at the very end. And of course, if you haven't already, please like the video, share it, and subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching, and have an absolutely incredible day.